and welcome to another video. Today we're doing a review, and we're doing a TV sort of review. That is Netflix's new series, Daredevil. 13 episodes of Marvel's best. Now, I'm a big fan of Marvel, if you don't know. We haven't got a chance to review a Marvel movie yet. Oh, but it's coming, because in 2 weeks, we get to see the Avengers, and I am pumped. Wait for my review, because it's coming. Now, this one is another important in that series, and actually one of my favorite superheroes, which is Daredevil, because he's kind of a little bit more gritty. And they did such a good job. After Ben Affleck's portrayal, it was so kind of, I don't know, cartoony, whatever you want to say. It's amazing to see this gritty, realistic, hardcore depiction of Daredevil. Now, if you don't know who Daredevil is, he's a blind, I guess he's a blind man. He was blinded at the age of like 10, I believe, and basically was taught and learned and was like got these skills to have heightened senses to where he basically is a kick button machine, and that's what he is. And he's fighting Wilson Fisk, and if you don't know who Wilson Fisk is, he's Kingpin. And he's an evil guy. And so what we see is this whole series, it's him evolving and becoming Daredevil, and it's a really, really good series. The whole time in the series, you're blessed, or I guess blessed isn't quite the right word, but you enjoy watching this character development between these guys. I mean, you see as they kind of go to places that are darker to try to bring light. And there's actually a really cool spiritual element, somewhat, that's all woven throughout the story, which was really interesting. Do I always agree with the spiritual aspect? I can't say I do, but it's neat to see that they're playing and they're talking about real things that people talk about when it comes to spirituality, and they're not just denying it altogether, which was a really cool thing. All the acting was good. The main characters were really good. The back cast was sufficient. I mean, it's not a Marvel movie, so there's not going to be quite as high paid as a billion-dollar making machine such as the Avengers, but it's really good for what it is. And so, you know, as I watched this movie, me and my wife were completely just into this movie, our TV show, because it feels like a movie. Is why? Because it's so well done. We were into it every episode. We were wanting to go to the next one, and it took us a little bit to get through, because, you know, it's 13 episodes. It's basically 13 hours long. And as we watched it, every episode you were left just more and more pulled in. And it's really good. It's definitely probably my favorite series out of Marvel's TV shows. Now, I've watched Agent Carter. It doesn't do a whole lot for me. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm pretty much addicted to. I watch all the time. I love that show. But this one brought that realism, gritty, almost war feeling. A war movie, you know, when you go in there and you just see just the toll this takes on people. And that's really what this movie does. This movie, I keep saying movie, this TV show does so well. And so I have to say, if you're willing to get past some of the, and this is really going to go with the parental guide too, that the grittiness that comes with this, because there's a lot of gore in this thing, and I wouldn't say obnoxious. There's not blood and guts everywhere, but there is very, very intense fight scenes, and there's blood and stuff that happens, and broken bones, and it's intense. And so I don't want to tell you it's not, because it is. So it's definitely not for a younger audience. But if you like a gritty movie, if you like an intense time, this series is going to take you by storm, because it's such good character development. It is gritty, which sometimes it's just grittiness for the sake of grittiness, but this one really does it with a purpose, and I think that makes up for a little bit, not makes up for, but it helps you overcome that gap. It's a great series. It's going to get an 8 on my scale. It is fantastic. Honestly, an 8 may not be high enough. That's what I'm going to give it. It is so good. If you are looking, I'm telling you, I absolutely recommend this for an older audience. Is my one head on that, because it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for people who can't handle a little blood. It's definitely not something you want to watch with a younger child. But it is good, and if you have Netflix, I definitely recommend watching Daredevil. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. I mean, I want to know everything you're thinking about the series. If you've watched it, let me know your thoughts and everything on it, because I'm telling you what, we loved it. I want to hear what you loved about it, or hated about it, for that matter of fact. Let me know in the comments down below. Please, as always, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Take care.